Drivin Ivan here with a good one today. It's my MGF, and I'm going to give it a proper review today. I've owned it actually for quite some time. I imported it from Europe, but before that, I drove it around Europe, drove it straight to the Nurburgring. You can see those laps elsewhere on YouTube. In fact, search any car in Drivin Ivan on YouTube, or just Drivin Ivan MGF Nurburgring, and you'll find that video. But for now, I'm going to do a full, proper driving review on my MGF. So smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get going. Well, here it is. In this case, 1996 MGF. And for those of you watching in Europe, well, you can probably figure out where this car has been, but you got to realize I'm here in America, and this is extremely rare here. There's not another one. I have seen one other, and that one was right-hand drive. A left-hand drive MGF in America is such a rare thing, and I am so thrilled to own this car. British racing green, black leather. I'll show you the interior in a second, but really, really beautiful from every angle, I think. And you know, I'm someone, you know, my other car, Fiat Barchetta, and I also have a Jetta G26. I have a Fiat Barchetta for sale actually too, so if you're interested in that, then leave me a message. Get to me on Instagram, same as my YouTube here. But this is a very, very cool, rare in America MG. And the shape, obviously you can see, scoop here for cooling, and cool alloy wheels. It's mid-engined. It's like a little mini Porsche Boxster. And they actually have a Boxster, so I can tell you, you know, it's a tiny little thing. It weighs all of, yeah, like, really like 2,400 pounds. I mean, it's light, and you know, you just can't get cars like this anymore. And in terms of the styling, well, look at that. It's got a built-in luggage rack on the back. Properly says MG there and everything. Really, really cool to me. I hope you guys like it too. Really rare, but I think it's a looker, and I think it looks good top up, or presto changeo top down. Look, I even have the tonneau cover for it. How cool is that? So yeah, looking good top up or top down, with the top down, of course. You know, beautiful day. Can't wait to get in it and drive it. Actually, haven't driven it in a little while. I'll tell you all about what's been going on with it and things like that. Actually, I can tell you in a second, but let me show you the interior here. Very sporty. It's an interior I know very well because I drove it all around Europe. And it's just really cool. The steering wheel is quite tiny. MG boldly on the steering wheel. Cushy, comfy seats, yet they have a little bolstering as well. Nice leather seats. It says number 405 special edition here. I do not believe that it's actually one of those special edition cars, according to the experts, but still, look at that. Dual airbags, and even a glove box underneath there. Power windows, lights, and things like that. Ventilation system, easy to use. Radio, and more gauges over here, temperature and clock. Hazard lights too. And just normal gauges right here. You've got your temperature, your tachometer, and your speedometer. Notice everything is, well, it's in kilometers, right? And then you got your fuel tank, 50 liters, in case you're wondering. It's about probably a little more than 10 gallons, maybe 12 gallons, kind of like here, basically what gas tanks usually are here. 172,753 kilometers, so I'd say about 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there. But pretty low mileage. Look at this cool shifter. Yep, 5-speed and reverse. What do I got in here? I can't remember. There you go. Little storage there. Real handbrake for you. Pedals nicely spaced. And yeah, everything you'd expect from a 90s interior. It does not disappoint. I love the gas filler cap too. How cool is that? Yeah, so cool. These wheels are actually pretty cool looking to me too. Love them. Third brake light too, the MG emblem back there, and notice the cooling ducts and the cool luggage rack. Safety kit as you would have in Europe. You want to account for all that safety, of course. There you go. I had it at a British car show. Various things. Actually, it did immediately kind of get a little hot when I was driving it, and thanks to a trucker somewhere in I don't know, somewhere off the Autobahn in Germany, I believe, he gave me this. He's like, oh no, I've got another one, in his Italian. Actually, he spoke Italian, but this is the engine, and it's right there in the middle, kind of a la Porsche Boxster, and you can easily, I say easily, you can fill all your oil and everything you need to fill this way pretty easily. It never really was a huge issue. I did have to stop and kind of let it cool down a few times. Here is typical. I checked for the head gasket and everything like that, and well, it seems like the upgrade was done, but it was probably not done too professionally. But no leaks really, according to the mechanic in France, and so it's actually been pretty reliable. This stupid thing right here, this is how you open the frunk, and it kind of broke, which is a common problem here. You can see it wiggling around there, so that's an issue. I had to I now have to charge the battery this way, and well, it's kind of a pain in the neck if the battery goes, and it's got a weird alarm on it, so that's a drain. But this is kind of a common thing. If you've got a fix for this that's easier than what I've read online already, please let me know. Got to tackle that sometime soon. So, what is it like to drive the MGF? Well, on a beautiful day like this, with the top down, it is absolutely amazing, of course. And really, having driven it on the Nurburgring, literally, I licensed the car in Europe and I drove it straight to the Nurburgring. And so I've got my own little Nurburgring here. These back roads are really good. And I just checked the tire pressures and everything. That's kind of annoying. That happened after I had it towed once. Because I think the alternator might be acting up. But, wow. Wow. Nice brakes. Nice balance. And you can see I pushed it on the Nürburgring. Having never really driven it, I still was pretty hard on it, and those were some fun laps. You definitely should check out my laps on the Nürburgring. Amazing. Buying a car, licensing it, driving around Europe. I mean, this car has been to the Eiffel Tower. It's been, through Germany and even up into the Netherlands. Auto World in Brussels, Belgium is a very cool museum. Brussels is a really cool town, actually. But this got me everywhere I needed it to go, really. And it got about 30 miles per gallon the whole time. What are the specs? Anywhere from 120 to 130 horsepower, actually. And yeah, so it's pretty peppy. The variable valve timing is takes you up to like 147 or so horsepower, but you'll get less MPGs. You do get, I think you get ABS on those, but I believe this one has the ABS too. It is not a variable valve timing car. You can tell because there's a G in the VIN if it is not, and a T if it is. But some say that, basically you can't really tell the difference unless you're on the track. This is plenty peppy. I mean, I was being passed by, quicker cars. Of course, there's GT3s everywhere. You can see them pass me. It's kind of cool, but it's got a tiny little turning radius here, and really snicky kind of gearbox. You can just shuffle it around. It was easy to drive, easy to park, and it's just a very light, it's a light sports car. The power steering effort is really easy. This is a very easy steering wheel to turn. Very, very nice and small. It's just with the snicky gearbox, I just love this. I mean, it's really, really a special car. It's less about the numbers. 0 to 60 in like probably around 8 seconds. Variable valve timing will give you that in about 7 seconds. Top speed of 120 something. I think maybe 130, but who knows in actuality. But like I said, it's not really about those numbers. For me, it's about driving something that nobody else has. Nobody has an MGF in America, and a lot of people have MGBs, and this is the next model. They discontinued the MGB in 1980, and this one came out 15 years later in 1995 and stuck around until I think 2011. It started with BMW ownership, and then it switched to Rover, and then it switched to a Chinese company. So, BMW, when they sold Rover, they only kept the Mini mark. So they sold everything else, and I think it's a mistake. MGs are great. They really only build electric cars now, which is very weird, but, seeing an MG anywhere is kind of cool. I saw the electrics, the SUVs in Europe, and I was like shocked, but in America, you're only going to see MGBs and, MGAs, MGTCs, MGTFs, midgets, like I have a midget and a possibly a Sprite, my Spridgets, check those reviews out. But this is a rare car. Like I said, I've only seen one more in America, and they're just so rare here. So, again, if you're watching somewhere else, this is very rare in America. The MGTF was the next model that they built. Those look a little different. I'm more of a fan of this one. I guess I'm biased, but it's just, it's so fun to drive. It really is. Such a cool car, and you'll never see another one at a car show, and I absolutely love that. That's pretty much where the temperature has stayed for me. It does creep up, if you just let it idle on a very hot day, it will creep up on you, and that can be scary, especially when you're driving around a strange land. But all in all, and surprisingly, this little MGF of mine has been quite reliable. It's very annoying that the frunk won't open. I'd love to show you that, actually. A little more storage up there, actually. Spare tire and things like that. But, wow. I love the way this thing looks. And I love having a car that just nobody else has. No one's going to have one of these. And yeah, that's really a big draw for me. I love its looks. It's mid-engine. It's so fun to drive. It was really the perfect car. I was deciding whether I should have titled the Fiat Barchetta in Europe, and let me tell you, in actuality, the Fiat Barchetta has been just totally reliable. Like, nothing has gone wrong with the Fiat Barchetta at all. I rolled over something and I had to replace the oil pan, basically, which was pain to get from Europe, but it only took like a week. So not so bad at all. Everything good, running great. So I'll take one more blast up the mountain so we can really hear the engine. What do you think? Yeah, let's go do it. Just holds on so well. Very predictable. I have gotten it loose, you can play around with it a little bit in the rain. Actually, on the the Formula 1 or Formula 3 track in Pau, France. I got a little sideways in the rain, but this car has been awesome. I got to put my Nurburgring sticker on it, and I just love it. I was considering selling it for a while. I had a really good offer on it, but you know, this is the car I drove 4,000 kilometers, like 2,500 miles around Europe, and it's kind of a part of me. I really like it. It's so cool. The Fiat Barchetta is front-wheel drive. I do a comparison of those two, so check that out. And I do a solo review of the Fiat Barchetta as well. So check that review out. But I really do love this MGF. I hope you'll talk about it in the comments. I hope you'll tell me what you think about it. And I hope you'll subscribe and share. And I do have a Patreon below to contribute to. I have just interviewed some really cool cars, the BMW Isetta and the Lucid Air. That was pretty cool. And ISO Revolta recently. And Di Tommaso Pantera and Di Tommaso Longchamp. So I hope you'll watch those videos and search IvanKatz and the Beatles in London and Liverpool. I see a real Beatle in that video. Banksy's art in Bristol. Definitely got to check that one out. What other videos do you need to check out? There's so many. Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death in London. I play Purple Haze on all the instruments, and also Hotel California and Maggie May. My guitar reviews, my disc golf videos are great to watch, so I hope you'll watch some of that stuff too. And thank you so much for watching this MGF video. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. I really do love this car. Thanks for watching. I am here in my MGF, which I'll show you one more time because it's so pretty to look at. I am Drivin Ivan. Woohoo! Thanks again for watching. Search any car and Drivin Ivan.